Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Sparks and I'm here with Reading with Donkeys, and Miss Posey's here waiting for her little snack. Lift up your head. Look this way. Can you look over here? Look over here. Show them your teeth. Oh yes. She loves her carrots. I hope you love carrots because they're very good for you. Anyway, we're going to be reading a new story today in a new series, and it's called Bear Snores On. Do you know anyone that snores? Wow, snoring. That can be very troublesome when you're trying to sleep, right, boys and girls? All right, well, this one's by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. And I'll read the back. It says, in a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. How fun! I can't wait to hear about Mr. Bear sleeping on. Maybe he forgot to wake up after hibernation. Do you think that could be the problem? Maybe something else. We just don't know yet. So let's find out together. Ooh, looks wintry. And the winter is when bears hibernate, isn't it? All right. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear, just like the back cover said. Hi, Posey. She's walking away. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. I bet you knew that. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. So it's the bear that's snoring, isn't it? I guess the bear's not going to be bothered by somebody else's snoring. Looks like he is the one doing the snoring. An itty-bitty mouse pitter-pat tip-toe crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Oh yes, probably if you were a mouse and it was snowing outside and it was cold, you'd want to snuggle up to a bear who's warm in a cave. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dark, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. He's starting a little fire. Never play with fire, boys and girls. Only in a story. The coals pip pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Sleepy bear. He looks so comfortable. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. Look at the hare, or the bunny rabbit. Ho! Ho, Mouse, says Hare. Long time no see. So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Sounds like Seamus, our rooster over there in a neighbor's house, is hungry because he keeps sounding his alarm. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. Oh my gosh, big burps from Hare. But the bear sleeps on. That bear must be so tired. A badger scuttles by, sniffs, snuffs at the air. I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share. I've brought honey nuts, Badger says with a grin. Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in. Divvy them up is another way to say divide them up or sharing. And they nibble and they munch with a chew chomp crunch. But what happens? The bear snores on. Oh, lucky bear, he's so comfortable. My goodness, our rooster's loud today. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Sounds like a nice place to be in. They tweet and they twitter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. The bear lair. That's his little home. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear. Oh no! Have you ever had pepper near your nose? I wonder what's going to happen. Achoo! Oh, he blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Do you think they're afraid of Bear? Or do you think Bear just scared them? Or something else? Maybe you have a better idea. And the bear wakes up. Oh, he doesn't look very happy. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Uh-oh. Look at the animals hiding, running, flying off. Because they're a little bit scared and uncomfortable, aren't they? Well, I would get out of there too if a bear woke up and growled and gnashed. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans, he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Oh, now Bear is sad because he wasn't included in the party. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Oh, that's a nice attitude from the little mouse. What a great attitude. Bear gulps, Bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. So he's telling stories that are a little stretched from the truth. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. Why can't you sleep? But his friends snore on. So now his friends who were partying when he was sleeping are falling fast asleep. That's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed Bear Snores On, and we're going to be reading some other stories in this bear series, so please check back on our YouTube channel and we can share those with you. I'm going to turn around, and way in the back, can you see Miss Posey over there? Sorry, Mr. Echo. Mr. Echo, way over, I think right there, is making his way. Maybe that's not Mr. Echo. Maybe that was, oh, there's Mr. Echo. And he's coming this way. Pick up speed, Echo, pick up speed. Want to see our story? You missed it. He's like, is there a carrot attached to the story? He's always looking for carrots. And gosh, who wouldn't? Because carrots are so yummy. Can you put your head up and say hello? Hello. All right. Have a wonderful day, and please keep reading. And check back for more stories on Reading with Donkeys.